Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, in this video we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Sun, which in the current geopolitical environment situation is going to be carrying a lot of the weight. So friends, Sun, which is right now transiting in the Aquarius sign, it is in the influence of the Rahu, but on March 15th it will transit in the Pisces sign, over where it is going to get conjunct with the planet Saturn over there. We already have right now Mars and Rahu very tightly conjunct in the Aquarius sign. Mercury is already retrograde. So how it is going to be influencing the whole world, the way it has been being speculated by many social media handles, by many freelance independent journalists, and when we talk about its impact in our personal life as well. So we will try to understand all of that, because friends, even when we talk about from the Sanatan Dharma, from our Vedic Panchang perspective as well, this also gave rise to the karmas. So it is also not considered as very good, and because of the influence of the Saturn, somehow our pride, our confidence, our relation with the authority needs to be monitored. So now friends, when we talk about from the geopolitical perspective, okay, so let me be very clear over here friends, beyond any doubt, there is no denying of this fact that this is a very sensitive time, but it is more sensitive from the people who are in a leadership role, from their point of view. Like the way friends, a lot is happening right now, whether you open CNN, you listen to Tucker Carlson, Fareed Zakaria, any of the good respectable reputed journalist, everyone is asking this question only, that what is the end game of this ongoing situation right now happening in the Middle East. But let me assure you this thing, like Donald Trump, out of all other skill set, talent he has, he is a showman. He knows how to even put forth this narrative, like justifying his actions, or in a way his win in this ongoing escalation. So if I were to say from people who are in the leadership role, from their perspective, there's a high possibility that after this shift, when after like this transit of Sun in the Pisces, and when Sun will get exalted being in the Aries, so I can assure you, like after the mid of the May, things are going to get very much clear. The second thing is that friends, when we talk about the planet which is actually causing the war, so that is happening because of the planet Mars. So what I'm looking forward to, like why I gave you the timeline of the May, because on April 2nd, Mars is going to enter in the Pisces sign, and from like April 2nd till May 10th, Mars is going to be conjunct with Saturn in the Pisces sign. Friends, it's the planet Mars only which is responsible for violence. I was like very much hoping, and I was praying to the God that till the time Mars is in the Aquarius, it is conjunct with Rahu, I hope there's not going to be some weapon of mass like fatality, casualty, or some chemical weapon, or some like very weapon with mass destruction potential. I hope God that it is not going to get used. That is the potential when Mars comes in contact with Rahu, like a weapon which is so innovative, which unfortunately the world has not seen before. And many tactics, like the way it is happening right now, the way Iran is bombarding everywhere in the Middle East. But once Mars is going to enter in the Pisces sign, it is going to get conjunct with the Saturn, so mass protest is going to be very high. The human lives and the fatality percentage is going to be very high. So yes friends, till the time we don't hit like the month of the May, when Sun is going to get exalted, and like when Mars is going to be out of the clutches, out of the influence of Rahu and the Saturn, we all have to just pray for the peace to prevail. But yes, these are actually going to be sensitive times. See friends, the only concern is that till the time when Sun is going to be there in the Aquarius, it is in the influence of the Rahu, so there's a lot of the warmongering, fear mongering which happens, false claims, false claim to victory, like we say conspiracy theory. Some people are saying this thing, like initially when Trump was trying to resolve Russia-Ukraine situation, everyone was saying that like KGB or Russia have some secret intel files over Donald Trump and he's being blackmailed. Now they are saying the same for like Israel, that Mossad has some secret intel on Donald Trump. That is the only reason he's being blackmailed. He's being like used like a puppet. It's the Israel's war. So it will happen. Till the time sun is going to be in the Aquarius, in the influence of Rahu, it is going to be filled with all the conspiracy theories, gossip, rumors, claims and all. But once like sun is going to get in the Pisces, it is going to get conjunct with Saturn. Yes, public pressure is going to be very high. Leaders are going to be held accountable. And yes friends, the warmongering and all the fear of use of the weapons, oil prices, it is going to be like that only. We have to pray that before May comes, like this month of April, to be honest, we are just at the beginning of the March only almost, and I would say that even the whole month of April is going to be very sensitive. So okay friends, now on that note, let's try to figure out that how this transit of sun is going to be influencing all the rising signs. Like the way friends, I already mentioned this thing, whether you work for the government, you are in a federal government job, anything connected with artistic creative fields and all, so sun's transit somehow becomes very important. You are in a family business, you have interest in the Vedas, in the scriptures, so sun's transit will become very important. In that short span of time, sun has this potential to give you the limelight, give you that confidence to accomplish, to achieve things. Now friends, when we talk about for the Aries natives, so friends, for the Aries natives, friends, if you are a student, like any of the matter of academics, if it is getting applicable in your case, so you have to work very hard, because this transit of sun, it is kind of making a Shadashtak combination as well, right? 6-8 combination, and it is going to be under the tremendous pressure of the planet Saturn as well. So friends, I don't want to sugarcoat it. This is a typical case when people get into any law problem, lawsuit related concern, or like, so specifically, if in your case, any of the federal government related matters are getting applicable in your case, matters of education, academic studies is getting applicable in your case, anything connected with art, entertainment, traveling is getting applicable in your case, you have to be very, very careful in this transit. Now friends, when we talk about the Taurus natives, so friends, for the Taurus natives, sun happen to be your 4th lord, and it is going to be transiting in your 11th house, and over there it is going to get conjunct with the planet Saturn as well. So friends, individually, like Saturn's transit in the 11th house is considered as good, even sun's transit in the 11th house is considered as good. Like in many of the cases where people relocate because of the promotion or advancement in their line of work, relocation, housing change, a lot of that happens in these kind of alignments. The only concern is that friends, because sun is in a affliction with the planet Saturn, so that means if you are connected with politics, social work, large network marketing, event management and all, even if you're connected with social media and all, so like this is kind of a typical alignment where the flow of the income gets into some objection, obstacle, fear of the lawsuit, issues with the brothers, with the sibling. So you have to be very careful. See friends, again, I want to be very honest. If this is what you do as a part of your livelihood, right? If you are working as a lawyer, this might be beneficial transit for you. If you are a crusader, activist, or like even in the journalism, like you know, you do a lot of the breaking stories and all, lot of the revelation and all, it might be beneficial for you. But in most of the cases friends, 11th house, which is primarily connected with our income, so my recommendation to the Taurus native is that during this time, refrain from making any major lifetime commitment, especially where like you know, invasion of the taxes, hiding things from the government, any secretive matters, covert activities are involved. So anything connected with major purchases, like this could be housing, this could be vehicle, any major collaboration, major big chunk of investment, do that with proper caution and care. And a strict no if anything where you are in the wrong side of the law, of the government, of the authority, if that is getting applicable in your case, then you have to be additionally careful. Friends, when we talk about the Gemini, so friends, for the Gemini, like Sun happened to be your third lord, and it is going to be transiting in the 10th house. Again friends, Sun's transit in the 10th house is considered as very good. Saturn's transit from the 10th house is generally considered as very good. It's just like that this combination, this conjunction is making it little bit troublesome. So that in itself means that during this time there might be some issue with the government or with the authority figures. And again friends, just because it is the energy of the Pisces, right? So where we say this thing, if you are connected with activism, politics, social work, you are a lawyer, it might be beneficial for you. Like, you know, especially where you work with the refugee or homelessness, if you deal with these kind of matters, it might be beneficial for you. But yes, for sure that like there's a high possibility that your bosses will not support, or they are not going to be very supportive of your actions. So not a very good energy to be acting like an outlaw during this time. That's what I would say for the Gemini. And yes friends, yeah, because 10th house tells about our status, our reputation. So you will be having that image, or you might be perceived as an outlaw, like a renegade. So be very careful that you do not, like, you know, trigger or, like, you know, offend important people in this brief span of time. So yes friends, that's all what I can say. See what is happening right now, because even the sign where the Sun's energy reside in the Leo, so Ketu is already transiting over there, right? So wherever Ketu is, it detaches us, it separates us. So in any case, there is a lot of the support system of yours, resources of yours, which already right now feel inaccessible or being cut because of the Ketu's presence. And then the third lord in the conjunction with the planet Saturn. So you might lack the support, resources, and at work lot of complication. So my recommendation to the Gemini natives during this time is that just monitor your moves, friends. Don't do anything abrupt which is going to ask or raise questions around your conduct, around your ethics. That's all what I can say. Friends, when we talk about the Cancer, so friends, in your case, Sun has got a rulership over your second house, and now it is going to be transiting in the 9th house, getting conjunct with the planet Saturn. So yes friends, during this time, a lot of the confusion which I'm sure Cancer Lagna natives will experience. And yeah, there's going to be high possibility where I've seen, like, you know, where some sort of intellectual crime or theft of your property and all these things happen. So there's a high possibility of you heading in that direction. Along with that friends, because 9th house, so it also tells about many people, like they start like, you know, having that doubt over their faith. Or let's say for example, if you right now are in that stage where you're awaiting something, right? So this could be a case that where people somehow end up becoming very impatient. So refrain from acting with impatience. Don't take any advice with blind faith. Whatsoever advice is coming to you, any of the matters of immigration, manage that very carefully. If you undertake any travel during this time, do that very carefully friends, because you know that the way whole war thing is happening, you don't want to get stranded at one airport while being on the transit. So in all the matters of the 9th house, luck will fluctuate a lot and it will make you caution your faith. So be mindful and try to stay grounded during this transit. And again friends, it is going to be getting more applicable if Sun is also right now active in the Dasha as well. Now friends, when we talk about the Leo, so again friends, for the Leo, very sensitive time. Your health, your public image is going to be at stake. See, Ketu is already transiting in your first house. A lot of the events which are happening right now in your life, you do not have any say over there. Like the force of the nature is governing and like bringing those events in your life. So all what I can say friends, during this time there's going to be a lot of the pressure, lot of the opposition, lot of the resistance. So much better, rather than trying to fight with it or justify it, much better try to sail through this time without getting into much of the entanglement. Friends, I always say, see, whatever happens when planets are in the vicinity, in the influence of Saturn, it becomes a long-term problem. So sometimes what happens is that there was just a brief, like, kind of argument or misunderstanding which could have been overlooked, ignored, and things could have been brought back to the normal. But just because you ended up doing something in rage, that now it is going to be there to bother you for long. So that is what I'm trying to tell you, that any decision which you have to take during this time, which involves your public image, your health, your business, matters of relationship, do that with a calm state of mind. And doing the sun remedies in a form of like Gayatri mantra, recitation of the Gayatri mantra, Aditya Hriday Stotra, listening to Vishnu Sahasranam, Narayan Kvach will be much recommended during this time. Friends, when we talk about the Virgo natives, so friends, for the Virgo natives, Sun is going to be transiting your 7th house, getting conjunct with the planet Saturn over here. So friends, there is going to be some sort of obstacles or blockages which you might experience in the business related matters. And also friends, let's say for example, if in your case any of the entanglement with the government, with the authority figures, any of the tax related issue, if all of that is getting applicable in your case, so the problems can come to surface. So much better take very calculative, right decision and be as transparent, as honest if you are holding any public seat or in your business, even while dealing with your business partners as well. Because if you will do anything wrong over here, like we say that, see, Saturn never leaves us go without paying our due bills. I mean to say, Saturn might entangle you for long-term problem otherwise. So yes friends, all what I can say that do charities, support some like philanthropic humanitarian work. Charities are very important right now when your 12th lord is going to be transiting in the 7th house. There might be some last minute travel with your spouse or some pilgrimage with your family. There's a slight possibility of that. But yes friends, like things from the past might come, issues with the government, and especially I mentioned this thing, see friends, whenever Sun is there in the 7th house in the original Kalpurush Kundli as well, Sun's ego needs to be suppressed and Saturn is already over here. So yeah, all of that is just telling about if in any capacity public dealing, government dealing is getting applicable in your case, so you have to be very, very careful. Do the Sun remedies. Now friends, when we talk about the Libra, so friends, for the Libra, Sun is going to be transiting from the 6th house. So friends, you know this thing that Sun is the 11th lord, and in normal times this could be the time of recognition, some important projects in your line of work. But just because of the influence of the Saturn over here, so I mean to say, you might have to work very hard friend during this time. So for the normal things which in normal times could have been accomplished with much ease, in this period of time you have to like put extra efforts, like the work pressure, answerability, accountability is going to be very high. Also friends, try to be as respectful with your juniors, with your subordinates, because this is going to be the time where there might be some some rebel or some sort of issues while managing your team as well. Along with that friends, if in your case any of the concerns of the cardiovascular health, like heart health, eyesight related problem, body vitality weakness, immunity related concern, if that is getting applicable in your case, so during this time the problems can become more intense. So all what I can say friends, don't try to get into any of the wrong side of the law, of the government, of while dealing with your team, your juniors, your subordinates, and don't experiment too much with your income during this time. The way it is happening so far, let it be in a auto mode. This is not a very supportive energy to experiment too much, because I'm sure your 7th lord is also right now conjunct with Rahu in the 5th house. Your mind is very stimulated, it is running in all the directions. Let me do this, let me experiment with this. But this current transit is indicating more of greed and overthinking might land you in much more problematic situation. So let it be the way things are going on. Slightly beneficial time, because I have seen many Libra people who are connected with judiciary, who are connected with law. So if you do that as a part of your living, as your livelihood, then this might be beneficial transit for you. Now friends, when we talk about the Scorpions, So friends, for the Scorpions, Sun is going to be transiting in your 5th house. In the original Kalpurush Kundli, 5th house belongs to the Sun. Sun is your 10th lord as well. So slightly beneficial time for the Scorpio. Not as bad as this could be for others. I mean to say, friends, it will actually make you very, like, where we say problem solver. See, this Sun and Saturn conjunction might not be very good when it comes down to the living signification. Like, there might be some ego related hassle issues with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, or some issues with the children could happen. But when we talk about, like, being very headstrong, being very strong willed to get things done, and also if you are in any advisory role, if you are in any mechanical problem solving, you are connected with politics, you are connected with law, so, and if you are in a transition in your career, so slightly beneficial time. You will be able to get the support of the authority figures and mold them as per your plan. The chief planet of disguise, diplomacy, Rahu Ketu axis, like Rahu is already expecting, like Ketu is already there in your 10th house, right? You're already in a change in your career. So slightly beneficial for those people. But yes, the living signification and your relationship with them needs to be monitored. Friends, when we talk about the Sagittarius, so friends, for the Sagittarius natives, Sun is going to be transiting in your 4th house, getting conjunct with Saturn over there. So yes, friends, lot of the, like, power struggle, ego hassle you might have to deal with in the domestic family related matters. See, it might be beneficial for those people who are in, like, real estate. You primarily work for the government, like you undertake the government tenders, government projects and all. So slightly beneficial time for those people. And also, friends, if in any way you are planning some religious ceremony, any religious event in your family and all, you are a part of that. So like, responsible for the resurrection of any religious monument, religious place, religious temple. So for all those kind of activities might be slightly beneficial time for them. But yes, when we talk about domestic life, inner peace, slightly troublesome time. And generally I have seen, like, when the 9th lord goes into these kind of transit, many people undertake travel back to their home to meet their family, to their native place. So those travels, there might be some discomfort, inconvenience, because yeah, Sun and the Saturn, like the way you went to home to have that rejuvenation, relaxing time, and the minute you reached home, your family put all the bills and reminded you of all the responsibilities, duties you are running away from. So yes, Saturn always makes you accountable, responsible. But for the Sagittarius, compared to many other rising signs, it is still has something good in store for them. Friends, when we talk about the Capricorn, so friends, for the Capricorn, it is going to be happening in your 3rd house. So friends, all what I can say that people around you will make you work hard, or a lot of your energy will be spent, get exhausted in catering to people around you. So for the Capricorn, friends, again, 3rd house Saturn, which is your ascendant lord, 3rd house transit even of the Sun is generally, it's not considered as that bad. So I mean to say, yes, there is going to be that force of power which you will experience to get the work done. The determination, willpower is going to be very high. All what I can say, friends, that Rahu and Mars is there in your 2nd house, right? Don't act like whatever you are planning right now, there has to be rationality over there. If greed, deceit or lie is going to be the driving force for your finances right now, it might put you into problem. So be very mindful over there, friends. But in most of the case, I would say that the force will drive you, and if you're planning some launch, release, slightly beneficial time. There is going to be slight objection, but compared to many other people, many other rising signs, you will be able to get the work done. Friends, when we talk about the Aquarians, so friends, for the Aquarians, Sun happened to be your 7th lord, and it is going to be transiting in the 2nd house, getting conjunct with Saturn. Shadashtak 6-8 combination. So friends, during this time, I will recommend not to experiment in your business, in your income. The way the income channel is going on, so don't experiment too much around it. And yes, for example, if you are like connected with the government, federal government, you undertake government projects and all, so then also you have to be very careful. You are in a family business, you are in a joint business with your spouse, so be very mindful, because this is going to be the time where we say that your partners will gain more from you. So, and yes friends, Rahu and Ketu in your first house, 7th house, life is already making you go through a lot of transformation. Jupiter now direct in the 5th house, so your mind has got all that righteousness. So as long as you let things go and function in the auto mode normalcy, there's nothing wrong, not to worry about anything. But yes, if during this time any major financial shift, restructuring is happening, then this could be a time of concern. And again friends, if you owe any money in dispute to government, in taxes, much better come out clear, solve that issue, resolve that issue, because next few transits are slightly sensitive. So yes, if you owe anything to the government, this is the time to reconcile that, resolve that. But for the lawyers and all, this might be slightly beneficial transit. Friends, and lastly, when we talk about the Pisces, so friends, for the Pisces, Sun is going to be transiting in your first house. Health needs to be monitored. During this time, there's going to be a lot of the pressure, friends. But again, those who are like employment seeker, you have any competitive exam, government job exam, government tender, project in the pipeline, that might get approved. You're planning to get any loan approved, or any of the settlement amount that can be reclaimed. There's a high possibility of that. But yes friends, health needs to be monitored. And if you're connected with any of the government project and all, there's going to be a lot of the public pressure. So whatsoever you are being like, you are responsible for, you're accountable for, do your job with complete efficiency and accountability, honesty, credibility. That's all what I can say. So yes friends, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.